Why does the new Superman theme hit different? I think I can explain. I'm a music autistic like Lestat. Because everybody's listening to Look Up and wondering what it's laced with. First of all, it's technically not a new theme. It's a variation of the original theme by John Williams. The legend John Williams. I went back and listened to his 1978 version just to refresh. Like, I know what it sounds like. But it's very major chord heavy. It's very marchy, very fanfare. It literally has the cadence of a military march. For those of you who aren't up on music theory, major chords invoke more positive emotions like joy, happiness, confidence, and then minor chords invoke more uncomfortable emotions, fear, tension, anxiety, anger, sadness. So in contrast, David Fleming's version, Look Up, it's slowed down. It has a mixture of major and minor chords, like more variation, more hopping between major and minor chords. It also plays with dissonance. I think the original had some dissonant chords as well, but I think this one has more. Dissonance is when you play two notes together that aren't supposed to sound good together, but given the structure of the chord around it, it's like, oh, a little spice. I personally find that sometimes it invokes a feeling of satisfaction, and sometimes it invokes a feeling of like a question, of uncertainty, or of like discomfort. Also, the percussion is different in the original theme. It's more like, again, military drum cadence kind of deal. And in Look Up, there is a drum break that is literally a punk rock drum break. There's still snare drums in there, I think, but there is that drum break. And then there's parts of the theme where there are no drums at all. It allows the chords to breathe and it gives a more soothing feeling. Again, some of the fanfares are slowed down, whereas in the original it sounds more like an announcement, like da 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 da. It's been stretched out into this da 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 da. You're being enveloped more by the sound, I feel. It's also a little soothing and dreamy. You might be asking, Nicki, why the fuck does any of this matter? Because movie scores are made to make you feel certain emotions on purpose. For reasons that I don't even have to say out loud, I think we don't need to be feeling admiration for one guy, the most powerful man in the world right now. And that is not a knock on the original at all. I'm just saying that maybe right now, you're not really going to appeal to feelings of plucky optimism right now. But you can definitely appeal to complicated feelings. Feelings of uncertainty, like what's going to happen from one day to the next. Having moments of victory and also moments of defeat. The emotional roller coaster that comes with that. It's not so much of a royal fanfare that can be a little isolating. It's enveloping you into the music. Like, it's not about one guy, it's about all of us. Literally everything I just said could be summed up in Clark's, being human speech in the movie. It is about all these things, these big feelings that we share in common that makes us human. It is about the highs and lows. Optimism hits different when you just came from a really low place. Major and minor chords. Something very emotional about that reference point, about that journey, that constant transition. It can be much more powerful than just presenting optimism, period, point blank, because it provides that contrast. That's why when you hear it, you feel like crying like a little bit. He uses music theory to invoke feelings of hope in you. This feeling of we're all in this together. We all have high points and low points. The low points make the high points that much sweeter. Yes, we are uncertain of what's happening from day to day. And by the way, all of this also goes for the guy who is considered to be the most perfect being on the planet. Just like almost every movement in this new theme ends on a major note, it's kind of like we're going to be okay in the end, maybe. So yeah, I think it's a beautiful homage to the original theme, and it just reflects, the feelings of 2025 that we need to have validated right now. So yeah, that's all.